The final criterion we will examine is the independence of irrelevant alternatives criterion, and that's a mouthful, so we can simply just call it IIA. But the IIA criterion states that if a candidate is declared the winner of an election, then that candidate should still be the winner if one or more of the losing candidates are removed. Now, rather than show how this criterion is used to determine the fairness of each one of the election methods, we're just going to demonstrate this criterion using the plurality with elimination method. So it says here, consider an election determining a favored streaming service with 5 candidates: Amazon Prime, HBO Go, Hulu, Netflix, and Vudu. The table on the left, of course this is this one here, shows a preference table for an initial election. And the table on the right, the other one here, shows the same election with Hulu removed. Now, since we're determining the fairness here using the plurality with elimination method, we want to see if we have a majority here. So we have 10, 20, and then we've got the 18 here. That's 38 plus 4 more. That's 42 votes were cast. 42 ballots were cast. That's going to be the same for over here. So then 22 votes, whoever gets 22 votes, that would be a majority. So we're going to be watching for that. Now, Hulu is considered an irrelevant alternative because, as we'll see, Hulu is not a winning candidate. So as you look at this preference table here, it's the same as this one here, except Hulu is removed. And when Hulu is removed, as you can see for the second column here, everything shifts up, and that's as it's reflected here. So we'll look for a majority here. We have Amazon has 10 and 6, that's 16. Hulu has 10. Netflix has 6 and 4, that's 10. And then HBO Go has 6. So since we don't have a majority, the candidate with the fewest first choice votes is eliminated. So we'll do that. And that would be HBO Go. So we'll just eliminate HBO Go. And there. So the resulting preference table should look like this. Now we'll do the same process for this preference table over here. Amazon has 10 and 6, that's 16. Vudu has 10. Netflix has 6 and 4, that's 10. And again, HBO Go has 6. We do not have a majority, so we go through the process again. The candidate with the fewest first choice votes gets eliminated, and again, that'll be HBO Go. So we'll do it. And the resulting table looks like this. And of course, the process continues. We'll go back to the initial table here. We'll look for a majority. We have Amazon's got 10 and 16. Hulu has 10. Netflix has 6 and 4, that's 10. And Vudu has 6. So Vudu is the one with the least amount of first choice votes. So we'll cancel Vudu. We'll eliminate Vudu. And the resulting table will look like this. And of course, we'll do the same over here. Amazon has 10 and 6, that's 16. Vudu has 10 and 6, that's 16 here. And Netflix has 10, so we'll take out Netflix. And the resulting table looks like this. And again, the process continues. We have Amazon has 10, 6, that's 16, and look at that, and 6 more is 22. So a majority has been achieved. Amazon has a majority. Using the plurality with elimination method, once you hit a majority, your winner is declared. So here, Amazon Prime would win the initial election. We go over here, we have Amazon has 10 and 16 and 4, that's 20. So that means that Vudu has the 22, 10, and 16, and 6. So over here, Voodoo wins. So during the initial election, Amazon Prime would win, but if Hulu was to drop out or was to be removed for some reason, the election was to continue, Voodoo would wind up being the winner. So we can say that the plurality with elimination method can violate the independence of irrelevant alternatives criterion. So let me point out that the other methods, the plurality method, the board account method, and the pairwise method, each one of these can also violate the independence of irrelevant alternatives. And I'm just going to put can. That doesn't mean that they will, but they can. So in the first section, we addressed 4 methods of voting for a winner. And in this section, we addressed 4 criterion for determining the fairness of each of those elections. But there we go.